That's why show is not going good. Like, not going good in a small town because of the racism. Next day, there's all the dogs in the town is disappeared.
Because you eat them all.
Oh.
Have you lost a cat or a dog in a small town when Bongun has headlined a show the night before? You've never ate dog, have you?
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams.
Woo! Shoot that shit! Shoot that shit!
I'm here with our first international guest, international soldier, Bonggun Kim, formerly known as Edworld.
Edward, aka
Currently known as Kimchi Daddy.
Kimchi Daddy. Woo! Spicy as hell.
Spicy as hell. You've shot guns before, right?
Your shotgun? Yes. Rifle in my military. K2.
Did it sound like this? Sorry, I meant, does it sound like this? Does that bring you back?
Yes.
Does that make you think about Korea?
I'm looking at a North Korean enemy. Right in the eyes. We are looking at each other, eye to eye, between the borders line. You look at me, I look at you. Say hi to me. Don't say shit.
Could you meet me halfway, right at the borderline, where I'm gonna wait for you?
For you.
You didn't actually fight in a war, though, did you?
No.
Everyone there has to grab a gun and learn how to shoot it, kind of thing. Is that the deal? How it works?
I was ready to go. We trained. We were ready. We were at a borderline. I was a soldier with the mines, landmines.
You were a landmine guy?
No, yes, I was driver, but belongs to engineering troop. So when we do the like special training, I gotta go into the forest. We land them, like what is that? Borrow the mine. What do you call it?
What?
No.
You have to dig.
Dig the
You have to
the
bury.
hole.
Oh, you have to bury it.
Yeah, bury.
Yeah, dig a hole.
I dig a hole and then put the mine in and then launch it. And then when you step on it,
So even though you weren't in the war, you still had to bury mines that could blow people up. For what reason? Just in case North Koreans try and get freedom in South Korea?
this is training, like engineering troop.
Uh-huh.
You gotta prepare to be in a war because engineering troop is the one that first in, last out. So when the war happens, you go to the front line first and make a commander center so other people can come to the front and they can prepare to move forward. And then when we are retreating, everybody withdraw their like troops first to the back of the country.
Right.
And then we're the one start planting mines.
You plant mines so that if they come after you, they can step on mines.
Slow down.
Yeah, slow them down. Blow them up.
And blow them up.
Slow them down and blow them down.
Oh shit.
You ever got blown down, Edworld? Sorry, Bongun? Sorry, Kimchi Daddy? Me and you both used to have nicknames. I mean, people still call me Jam, and I don't mind. Or Jameasy.
Really? I thought you were Cummins.
Jameasy Cummins.
I thought you were just Cummins.
I'm just Cummins.
Because you're coming every day.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, why'd you choose Edworld when your name was Edworld?
Edworld. Oh, I chose it because of I chose Edward, the King Edward.
Because you like King Edward?
No. Initially, my English teacher, when I was 20, he told me when you go to North Korea, North America, North Korea, goddamn it,
You were
totally
learning.
close to my heart,
You were learning English so you could go to North Korea.
so I can be a spy.
Hey.
So when you go to North America, you gotta make your own English name so that they can understand. They can pronounce your name. So I was searching the dictionary, and then the Edward name was there, and it says it's a name of a person, like a royal family. Name of a royal family with a lot of money in Britain. So I chose it, but I need some more special name. So I changed it as Edworld.
Nice.
I
Have you ever been to North Korea?
No, I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it. You're
Yeah,
looking
I was
at
looking
going?
at it at a DMZ zone.
Mhm.
You know, like there's a two borderline, just a demilitarized zone in the middle.
So there's one that doesn't have mines and military. Is that what you mean?
No, it's like there's
They have a
literally a line between North and South Korea.
Right.
Yeah, you don't.
And then
fight.
they just look at each other from across the line.
Yeah.
You did that? You did that?
No.
Oh, you didn't do that.
That
So what do you
was
mean you
more-
looked
more
at
like
it?
a special force.
Okay.
But when you go to borderline,
Mm.
you can literally see them like they're 2 kilometers away.
Right.
It's a wide open, no buildings, anything.
Mm.
So you can see them farming and walking around. So I looked them. I saw them a few times.
I thought that story had like an ending. I thought you were going to say you saw him doing something, but you just saw him living, farming. Seems like it was just regular life.
Regular life,
Yeah.
but it's more hungry, you know?
More hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes to succeed, you have to be hungry. So there must be a lot of good North Korean like singers and dancers and comedians because hunger makes art better. If you're a hungry artist, whenever like say like a rapper, his first album might be his best one all the time because there was so much hunger
Right.
to make it.
But
So for North Korea, I imagine there's all these arts there that we haven't heard of because they don't really like go on the worldwide stage.
Right.
But there's a lot of hunger. So there's probably some guys out there that are
no, it's not
Great
hungry.
creators.
It's a starving.
that's even better.
Starvation.
Starvation.
They cannot open their mouth.
That was one of the names of
One
Ace Hood's first album.
One eye is closed like that.
One eye's closed.
And you say, "What's up?" And give me a sound effect. What the?
what?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Not this time, I guess.
Yeah.
I missed
The
it.
war is bad though. War is
The
bad.
war is
Yeah.
the war is bad.
War shouldn't happen. You know. Oh shit! Holy shit!
But are they at war? Who's at war? Are they at war?
We're at war still. It's a war situation.
Really?
Yeah, either side just starting war. That's a war, and then we're still at war.
They're fighting right now?
We just retreated. The war isn't over.
So
like,
did North Korea become bigger? Are they getting more of South Korea?
what do you mean?
Because you said you retreated. So did the borderline move closer the other way? Or
Not
is it-
retreated. I mean, like, what do you call it? Like, this. You mean like pause the war? What do you call it? Retruce? Truce?
Truce.
Yeah, we did a truce, not a like end of the war.
Okay.
So just truce, and then, in the status, it's been 72 years. 72 years. Yes.
72 years. That's a pretty good long truce. That doesn't sound like you're still at war at all.
Yeah, but if they won't, again, pushing them forward down to South Korea.
You think they want more of South Korea? After they saw
I think
Squid,
it's more
after
of a-
they saw Squid Games, they're like, we need some of that.
But it's a more of a question to the world situation. It wasn't because of South and North Korea. It was because of the
America.
Soviet Union and then America.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Korea, because whoever gets to Korea gets the rest of the globe.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because look at it. If China gets to Korea,
Yeah.
they get the Pacific. That's a last marginal line. And if America gets the Korea, they get the whole continent to the left side.
Really?
But people don't know that.
No, I don't. I didn't realize Korea was so important on the world
That's
stage.
why it's divided now.
I thought it was just North Korea has a dictator, right? Or did and now
Yeah,
his
that's a
son is.
surfacially
Yeah.
the one guy getting a help from Soviet Union. But when you're big picture, it's about like West and East fight. They want to get this land to get the rest of the world.
Really?
Yeah. That's why.
Did you know about this?
No, like a little bit, but not to that extent.
Yeah.
Because like it's like a, not gonna say it's a port, but it's like a big doorway in or out,
Yeah.
right? So if America gets that big doorway, they can then bring all their troops in from Korea.
I gotta
think
look at where
about it.
Korea is on a map
Just
right
think
now
about
because
it.
I don't
Just-
understand how it's so.
It's been
important.
72 years. And then why is it still divided? It could be easily reunited.
Well, no, a lot of places in the history where people decided to be communist or something, right? And then that's obviously like aligns with China and Russia, and then America tries to stop people from being communist. So we're not going to let you make all of Korea communist. So they helped out South Korea.
Vietnam, looking at it, Vietnam won the war
Yeah.
and they became a communist.
Vietnam kept America, like they kind of beat America, right?
Yeah, beat America.
So
Just imagine there's a like America won the war. Things how get different because like above the Vietnam there's a China. Above the China there's a Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about like.
And beside you guys is Japan. So is Japan's not important in all this?
Japan is important, but Korea is more of a influence because
you guys are attached.
It's
to
right
it.
next to it. Yeah.
Damn. Well, that's
why like America tried to get Philippines, Korea, Japan. So they have all the troops there to be ready to start the war, or like when the other side start the war, they can just pushing them.
yeah. Don't start no shit. There won't be no shit.
Exactly. There's gotta be a reason to start the war. They always find a reason. You know.
Yeah. It's true. So when you were growing up, did you think there was gonna be a war, or you felt safe?
Oh, in daily life you feel safe, but sometimes you hear that there is a submarine just, what do you call it? Infiltrated in the West Sea near my place. And then there's a 45 or 60, I couldn't remember the number, of a Korean soldier and North Korean soldiers just came down to South Korea to overthrow the government. So there's two times I remember. There's multiple times it came down, but two times I remember. One time all these troops came down to South Korea, tried to kill the president, who was really powerful, who actually the reason why Korea is nowadays. He's the person who developed all this Korean society, economy, and everything.
So you guys like him?
We love him.
You love him?
Yeah.
Is he a supreme leader?
He's a leader. He's a great leader.
He's a great leader, not supreme.
He a great leader. At the end of his like what do you call it? Time. He killed many people too. Because that's the problem. Like you being in the power.
Yeah.
So long.
All these people that you got to kill.
Yeah.
All these people in the way of progress. Got to murder them.
Yeah. Weird. That happens over and over in the history. You know, you become a dictator. You do a good job. You develop the country, and then you lose your insight, and then you kill people because of you don't want to lose your power. But some people need more freedom of some sort.
I don't think any great country in history has ever been made without shedding some blood.
That's true.
Some people got to die to make great things happen. Has there, Dante, do you know any?
Well, I mean, the idea of a country is kind of why you have the war.
What about Switzerland?
Switzerland?
They didn't shed a blood much.
Are they known to be great?
No, I mean like people are happy there.
Yeah, they're
they're
neutral. Switzerland is known to be like neutral,
Yeah.
but were they always neutral?
Yeah, how did Switzerland come to be? Were they in the Viking shit?
No,
They're not a part of that?
no, they're too low in Europe.
Too low.
Yeah, Vikings were like
Finland,
Finland, Netherlands, Sweden,
But people in those countries are also happy, right?
Iceland. What?
Everywhere, I think you'll find people happy everywhere.
You're
and
Irish.
sad everywhere. Yeah, Irish. Yeah, we had to fight England for 800 years to leave, and then they took half the country still. So, yeah, there's Northern Ireland, which is still part of the UK, and then my family's from Republic of Ireland, where they had to fight them to leave, and eventually they left. But definitely a lot of bloodshed, and that's why there's so many Irish people in Canada and America, because during that time they all had to, like, there was no food to eat, no money to be made, because England just had their foot on our throats for so long.
Damn.
You know, historically, before all this like Israel Palestine stuff that's happening right now, Ireland was always talking about how like Israel's screwing over Palestine, because it was very relatable to what happened to Ireland with England, where they came in and they're like, hey, this is our country now. And then it's like everyone that was native to that country, they're like, by the way, you guys have no chance of success here, and we're gonna fucking starve you and kill you. And I remember like years ago when I went when I was like 17 years old, so that was almost 20 years ago now. There was murals of like the Irish flag and the Palestinian flag, and like shaking hands on like walls and stuff, because just very, very relatable cause. So
Why is Britain like that?
why is Britain like that?
Yeah.
Why is Britain like that? I don't know. They they did that with a lot of the world. They took over a lot of the world.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Is it imperialism?
Is that what it's called? I don't know. That's a big word. I didn't smoke a cigarette today.
I know better words than you do.
Yeah.
God
But I know
damn.
how to say them better.
I'm Irish too.
How are you Irish?
I love potatoes.
Nice.
I got you. Dung 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 dung.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. So, Bongun, what is your dream?
To fuck Jameasy so hard, he becomes a Cummins.
You might know Bongun from his millions of views online with his "What Is Your Dream" videos, which I'm in a couple of them, and one of ours did really good. I think it might be your best one.
No, you got like 3 million views or 2 million views.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah.
Is that
You said one.
No, I said I'm in a couple of them, and one of them is doing like one of your best ones.
Ah, yeah, vegan.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good one.
To fuck a vegan so raw that she starts eating meat.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But seriously, what is your dream?
What's my dream? I mean, real dream.
Your real dream. Put the music behind it. What's the?
In a bigger scale, I want to unite the world
Actually, is that your dream?
through me.
How?
Like,
You
I
wanna-
don't know. You know, like now my joke is like, kind of things that people can be related, and just like, people just through me share things together. I'm a kind of like just in the middle. I'm a medium.
You look like a small.
Didn't expect that coming.
No. What do you honestly mean by you want to bring the world together through you? Like
It's
through,
like a
through
big
you
value.
being
That's a big value that I wanna.
like you want to save the world. You want no more war.
The
no
world
more
is so
starving
hard to
kids.
solve just by myself.
Yeah,
but
that's-
at least me can bring out some jokes and laughs, and then bring them together into one place, which is me, Kimchi Daddy,
Kimchi Daddy.
Bonggun Kim, aka right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But I want to make my brand, and I want to make special. There's a lot of things I want to do. Like I want to be in a movie, and then my brand is getting bigger, based on all this like just work, and eventually have a lot of good money, and then as a side effect, I can feed my family be happy, my mom be happy, and my
Potatoes.
wife be happy.
Potatoes and ramen. A little bit of. You said you like potatoes, and I'm sure you like ramen.
What kind of ramen are you talking about?
The Korean kind, I guess.
Not instant ramen.
Maybe.
No.
If you want to feed the whole world, you're probably gonna have to cut a couple corners. You got two options: kill people or feed them fucking cheap noodles.
God damn, that's a solution.
You make homemade ramen?
Yes. No. Oh yeah. Korean noodle.
Korean noodle.
Korean noodle I can make. Sometimes I want to make it quick. I use the instant ramen. Probably Kanse knows how to make it too. So like you gotta like, normally when you make instant ramen, people pour the water and put the ramen in. That's it, right? But you gotta do like you gotta fry the green onion, and then put a little bit of ground garlic, and then if you want, you can just fry the eggs too.
Okay.
But you can put eggs at the end into the soup.
Excuse you. Just thinking about it made you burp.
Yeah. And then you pour the water and put the ramen in, and you put the fish sauce and put the powder of the ramen, and then put the sesame seed, and then put eggs, and that's your ramen right there.
There you go. For everyone watching at home, that's how you make real.
Good, nutritious Korean instant ramen.
That's how you can have a nice physique like Bongun, action hero. If you could be in any genre of movie to star in, what would it be? Comedy, horror, action?
Comedy hero movie.
Like a comedy hero
Like
movie?
an insane guy
Uh-huh.
that so insane that his words, whatever he said, God damn it, that's a beautiful world.
What? He's so insane that whatever he says makes people think it's a beautiful world? That doesn't sound like an insane guy at all. That sounds like a poetic guy.
I mean, I say something
Mm.
so crazy
Mm.
and funny, right? So I can solve the problems.
That's what kind of.
I know
That's the
today.
kind of hero.
I know, like sugar is too high right now.
Your sugar's too high.
I know I had a like food too late, and then had so much like you know the sugars like a rice and then noodle,
Yeah.
and then my body is like after sugar spikes and it's plunging, and exactly that moment I came here.
Oh shit. Do you want a pair of sunglasses? It might wake you up. It might make you feel like an action hero.
I'm gonna go sleep.
You'll just be sleeping behind them. Weekend at Bonguns.
Bonguns, yes.
Yeah. Do you know the movie Weekend at Bernie's? Weekend at Bernie's, this guy dies at a party, but they want to pretend he's alive the whole time. So they just put sunglasses on him and they're just like lifting his arms up and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Just making him move around. So that's why I said Weekend at Bongun. So if you knew that movie reference, you would have been like, that's so funny.
That's.
I thought he was asleep. He died?
Bernie died.
Oh.
Unless at the end of the movie they're like, he's actually alive.
I thought he was sleeping. I don't remember. It's been a minute.
No, he dead.
Oh, that's crazy. They're just looking around a dead guy.
Yeah.
Wild.
I forget why they have to.
I thought they were lugging him around because he's asleep.
Why do they have to pretend Bernie's alive? Let me find this out.
Is Bernie dead?
Bernie's definitely dead.
He died.
Why?
How did he die?
Bernie really dead? In a real life?
It was a movie. It's a comedy
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Bernie was.
That's crazy. They're carrying around a dead guy.
This one light is not on.
It's not a light.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, don't touch too many things either. in Weekend at Bernie's, the characters pretend Bernie was alive to inherit his fortune and avoid being discovered as the perpetrators of his death. That's what it was.
Oh, so they killed him.
But it was an
damn.
accident. But yeah,
They still killed him.
That's funny though. Who's Bernie?
the guy that they're holding up. Do you know English?
Give me the phone.
The only reason I wouldn't hand it to you is because you wouldn't let me hold your phone. I'm like, I don't know what. So I know he has some things in his head that he's gonna fuck around and do something weird. Yeah, I just came back from touring. Bongun, you're going on tour soon with
Yes.
Kansei. And where are you guys gonna go?
It started from
The bottom, and now you're here.
what is that?
It starts from the bottom, and then you're here
Yeah, bottom to the
to the top.
Yes, it's a July. Actually, the Toronto one started in August, but there's a couple testing spots in July as well. Yeah,
Testing spots.
yeah. Is a
You gotta make sure this combination of Korean and Japanese works together. It's not too spicy for people.
I mean, like, I try to make the dates out of the like a really tight schedule. So
Yeah.
there's some schedule that fall out of our actually planning the dates.
Fair.
So we call it a testing spot. So we'll see how many people comes out.
Are you gonna do BC?
Hmm?
You're gonna go British Columbia.
September.
Nice. I just came back from there, and
How was it?
It was
Well-
great. What?
Where did you go in Victoria?
Victoria, we did a place called The Mint.
The Mint.
Yeah.
What day?
What day? 2 days ago? I don't know. It was what day is it?
It
today?
was a weekend.
On Monday?
No, I did that on Sunday night. Sunday night on Victoria Day long weekend. We were in Victoria
Sunday night.
on Victoria, but they had a holiday Monday, so it was a good night for it. Sold out,
Oh.
fun show, great venue too. Like I think 60 or 70.
Really?
Yeah,
She said 100.
for the Mint.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it didn't feel that big. Maybe it was 100.
Really?
Wait, who's she?
Like The 60-seater for fat people?
Yeah. They
Sorry. This is jokes,
They knew
okay? Don't, okay?
they knew I was coming, so they said we got a couple extra chairs for the fat boy. No, Victoria was great. And then Nanaimo was good too.
Nanaimo?
Yeah, I would say go to those two if you're going to the
Old
island.
City? The green olive?
The Green Olive.
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is my first time going. It was my first time there.
Yeah, Tegan.
Tegan, she was
Yes.
great. Yeah,
She's amazing.
Shout out
She's
Tegan.
amazing. Shout out Tegan. In Nanaimo, Victoria, BC, Tegan, tall, friendly, smiley.
Friendly and smelly.
Smiley.
Smiley. Oh, okay.
What smelly? You smell?
You said smelly.
He's a pervert.
No, both shows on the island were good. We went to one place called Mission. Have you ever been to Mission?
Mission.
That's
Impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the sound effect.
I like how you always click the blue one by accident.
I know, it was an accident. I hit the wrong one. But,
What was the right one?
save it for the next time
All
you say it. Well, you know what? We went to Mission, and that show was impossible. because it was a horrible venue. Shout out Mission, great city. Actually, it wasn't even that
Mission
great.
is a city.
It's a city. It's a city. And
That's
there's a place
why-
called Captain's Cabin. And if you're a comedian touring, I say don't do it. We sold a good amount of tickets. Just don't do that venue. Like Mission's a good city, good people, fun people. But here's the thing: it was at a bar that is not a. Some bars just aren't set up for comedy very well, right?
Right.
This one, they had a dishwasher at the bar that was like maybe 5 feet from where the mic is, and it was loud as fuck. It was just like every 5 minutes you just hear like water spraying and stuff. And then what made it even worse was there was a spotlight, but the lighting guy named Michael wouldn't let us use it. So fuck you, Michael. He's like, he said, oh no, they can only use these two lights here, and it was just like lamps behind our head. So then we didn't even turn those on because having a light behind you is even worse than having none at all. So we just performed as shadows for the night.
You paid a rental?
No,
Oh.
yeah,
And they didn't give a damn about the show.
they didn't give a damn.
that's
The
the worst.
bartender that was working there was like, he said he said we can't touch any of his stuff. You can't touch it. I'm like, we just want to flip. That was our spotlight pointing at the stage. Let us turn that on. Like, how can we not turn that on? And she called him, and he's like, no, they can't touch my stuff. I don't know what his problem was. Maybe like he was supposed to run karaoke there that night or something. But he seemed like he was upset that we were
Or
even
he's
there.
a germaphobe.
He could be a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Maybe he smelled our mics and he's like, we can't let him touch any of this. Yeah. Have you ever done any nightmare venues when you've been touring on the road?
One venue, Sagitawa Brewing.
Sagitawa Brewing? What was that in? Fucking.
He was on the way to somewhere to Grand Prairie, that area.
Everywhere is on the way to somewhere when you think about it.
Yeah, it was Alberta, I think. He's in northern Alberta. This guy, like, we booked a show there, and then he had to accept the tickets, right? And then after a show, it didn't turn out good, because I'm like, this city is small, and then it's not like really a big city that we can do a show.
Okay.
And then at the end, like this guy disappeared with our money.
Oh, that's.
And then eventually we got the money, but he said like he's explaining all this to, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I saw Andrew posting about this guy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, man, give us money. I don't give a damn about your debt or whatever situation. And in the first place, like you shouldn't even thought about holding our money,
Yeah, how did he end up with your money? I don't get it.
Because he
did the ticket sales for you?
Yeah,
Oh. And then he just ran off with the money?
exactly.
And then how'd you convince him to give it to you?
Like I waited for 3 months.
You waited for so you
Yeah.
just
Andrew was dealing with it.
patience.
And patience.
One of the virtues.
Yeah, patience.
Yes. Sometimes you got to be patient. I feel very impatient when people owe me money. We've talked about it here before, but it's annoying when people hold money they owe you and tell you all their sob stories about why they can't pay you. When I have my own sob stories going on,
Exactly.
They're adding to your sob
Yeah,
stories.
you are part of my sob story now. You're a character in my sob story.
God
now.
damn it.
I tell people about you when I'm talking to them about why I can't pay them. when I tell Dante he has to wait 3 extra days for me to pay him $50, it's because of you.
That's why you shouldn't like really dealing with the money with the people. Unless when you give money, like borrow, like lend money to someone, unless that person is the person that like you don't think that you're lending the money, you're just giving money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what when Amish was on this show, he said, whenever you lend somebody money, just accept in your mind that it's gone already.
Yeah, it's gone. So unless that person is worth of that money from you.
But in this situation, you didn't lend a guy money. He just took money from your ticket sales.
Exactly.
Yeah, same with me.
It's psycho.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
If he was in
But that wasn't really a bad venue. That was a bad person.
bad venue.
It was a bad venue. Like the show sucked too.
Yeah, nothing was really prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. But yeah, the rest of my tour out in BC was great. Shout out to BC, driving through the mountains, beautiful mountains. But it's like, hey, why don't you put a valley in once in a while? You know what I mean?
Oh man,
a little bit too many mountains. Like I'm sick of this shit.
Kamloops.
Kamloops was great.
Kamloops is amazing.
Kamloops was great. The Effie, Kelowna was great.
Kelowna. Where did you go?
Kelowna, the venue was. I'm not gonna shit on the venue like the other one, but it was probably the second.
No, I'm just checking with
worst
you.
one that
So
we did there.
what city I have to avoid?
No, you don't have to avoid it. It was still like a decent show. Just like I would just say they needed a spotlight where we went there because
Oh man,
everyone knows you need good sound for a comedy show. Obviously, like you speak into mics, it has to come out of the speakers and it has to sound good. But some people don't understand that you also need good lighting. You
yeah, because they gotta see the face.
You gotta see the face, especially with
whole
you.
Vibe.
Bongun, big on facial expressions.
Exactly.
Half his act is facial expressions. The other half is trying to understand what he's saying.
People enjoy the
But yeah, no, facial expressions. I need my facial expressions too. If I say like a more like edgy or offensive joke and you can't see that the smile on my face while I'm doing it, then you might think it's not that funny. But if you see, oh, look at how much fun he's talking about this horrible thing that he said, then they might laugh.
Exactly.
But no, I would say, yeah, do Kelowna, Kamloops, do Victoria, do Nanaimo.
Where did you do?
And even do Mission. Just find a different venue.
No, I don't do Mission. Just to see the name Mission Impossible. Nothing is possible there.
Mission Impossible 10 coming to you this summer.
Brought by JKJ, Armstrong, Jammy Jam.
No, the movie's actually coming out. I was just...
Movie's good. Movie came out already.
Did it come out already?
Oh, no, Thursday. No? Came out. Last Thursday.
No, Final Destination came out.
Last
I think
Thursday.
it's out.
Last Thursday.
Mission Impossible came out?
Yeah, last Thursday.
Oh, apparently it's like the most ridiculous stunts ever. And you know how Tom Cruise is. He does all his own stunts.
Yeah.
So he had to like learn to breathe underwater for this movie.
Oh. How?
No, I'm just kidding. But he learned how to fly. You know, he learns how to hold onto a plane while he's like hanging outside of it. He does all his own stunts. And then in this one, they said that he's doing some kind of stunt underwater where they had to invent their own sign language to like direct him to like tell him what to do. And I'm like, why did they have to invent their own when they already have sign language?
That's true.
Because that doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah, we had to invent our own sign. He's such a good stuntman that he invented his own sign language.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's no signs for the particular stunts that they need to do. You know, I don't know.
True. Yeah. There's
They
no.
just spy
They don't
movie.
They don't have sign language for shoot that bad guy underwater. I could see you being an action hero, Bongun.
Really?
Bongun Kim.
Yes.
This summer.
Brought by Kimchi Daddy. You know, like Mission Impossible.
Yes.
This guy, Tom Cruise, is actually physically very strong, but he used to be a wrestler. Yeah, that's why like he has a really good physicality and everything.
Yeah, he's really a pretty cool guy.
Cool guy. He looked like you a little. No. Where did you go in Vancouver?
I didn't I didn't even touch Vancouver.
Why?
Because last time I went to Vancouver, I didn't sell many tickets because when you're a nobody like me, even though...
Oh, you told me that.
If you guys are listening to the show right now, thank you for helping me become a somebody. Tell your friends about the show. Maybe if you share it with enough people, I can do shows in big cities. But right now, it's just it's an expense that I can't afford when I'm on the road. Like when I go on the road, I need to make money. Like I'm trying to do business.
Exactly.
I'm trying to do my long sets on the road and also come home with money.
If that's the case, you gotta build your social media first.
I know I have to start
Because I let them know.
I have to
who
start
you
telling
are.
people what my dream is. To fuck a Korean guy so hard that he teaches me how to make ramen.
I'm hungry.
You said you ate before you came on the show.
It was 3 hours ago.
Who's better cook, Korean men or Korean women?
Definitely Korean woman.
Nice.
But it depends.
Real bad man.
Whoa.
That means I can just fuck a Korean woman for the
depends
recipe.
on-
I don't need to fuck one of these Korean men. Ugh.
It depends on the person, actually. But in general, ladies are dealing with all these good food things. They're good at cooking because they're more detailed. They're specific. They're like not really rushed. Guys are rushed.
Yeah, guys
They
are
wait
always
until they're hungry.
because guys have to get other things done. Guys have to get everything else done. Women can just focus on cooking and cleaning.
You only Cummins, bro.
Only all I do is come. I don't remember what we were talking about now. Oh yeah, going out to BC and touring when you're a comedian like me that doesn't have a huge following like Bongun.
I don't even know.
No, you don't know how it's gonna go either.
Yeah.
But like when I say I run ads for my show in like a Mission BC, then people go, oh, a comedy show's coming to town. Some guys from across the country. This must be exciting. And then we put on a good show, and they have fun, and everyone wants to come back again. I do the same ad in Vancouver. They go, next. They don't even take a second to look at it or find out who I am or who I could be.
Really? What do you mean, like the next?
Like, because there's so much stuff going on in cities like Montreal, Vancouver, Toronto, that if you're not Sebastian Maniscalco or Kevin Hart,
Somebody.
they don't even stop to look at that ad because they're just like, next. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. But then a boss was telling me when he goes, sometimes he has more trouble in the small towns, and maybe that's just racism.
No, small town is more like I found that these boys in Toronto there's a white boys, they made a group and then they went on tour.
Right, yeah.
All these small towns
Yeah.
in Ontario, they're selling good, but these people are not really interested in hearing about like immigrants.
Yeah.
Some towns,
That's
not
what I
all
said.
the towns. Yeah.
That's kind of what I said.
Really?
Well, I said I think it might just be a little not. I said it might be racism to sum up what you said in shorter words, but yes, they're not interested in hearing about immigrants.
Right.
They actually hate hearing about immigrants. They don't want to hear about that shit at all. What they want to hear about is how we're going to get rid of the immigrants, if anything.
That's why show is not going good, not going good in a small town because of the racism. Next day, there's all the dogs in the town is disappeared.
Because you eat them all.
Oh,
Have you lost a cat or a dog in a small town when Bongun has headlined a show the night before? You've never ate dog, have you?
when I was young.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of dog?
We don't know because it's like a cow and like beef and pork. They breed them
Yeah.
and then they make the meat out of it and then we eat it in the restaurant.
Oh, you don't even get it doesn't even say like
You don't-
bulldog on the menu? Golden retriever?
No, it's like just dogs.
Chihuahua tacos?
Just soup. This a dog is considered to be something invigorate you, something that invigorates you during the summer. So, but nowadays eating more goat because they taste the same, and then it's
Does
more
it taste the same as goats?
yeah
I like goat.
because they're all like eating grass, running around grass.
Right.
So similar meat type, and then just make the same.
I don't think
soup.
dogs eat grass.
They eat grass. They cool down. They eat grass and then cool them
Well,
down.
because North American dogs, we give them dog
We
food.
give them dog food.
But then if they weren't eating dog food, what would they be eating?
I thought dogs eat meat.
they eat meat.
Wolves eat meat.
They're only
I mean, when I had a dog when I was a kid, sometimes they would try and shake
They're
birds out of the
omnivores.
tree and try and eat birds.
they're omnivores.
Yeah, so they eat both.
They eat both. They
Goats don't though.
Huh?
Goats just eat vegetables.
Only veggies. I think mostly. I think. Yeah.
Do goats eat meat?
I don't know.
No. They don't.
Goats look at meat and they go, bah, nah.
What?
Wait, do goats not make that noise? Or is that sheep's only?
That's an impression.
Sheep.
What noise do goats make? What noise does a goat make?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I'm glad you guys have moved on from dogs to goat. I guess because you guys don't want to be looked at like you're Chinese anymore.
Exactly. No, I'm like, I think things are changing. Dogs are more getting closer to family group.
Oh, you guys are having them as pets now?
A lot of pets.
But then you have like one grandma or grandpa looks at them and like, just love to.
That's the difference.
I would love to fucking eat that dog right now.
People here think that we can just grab the dog from the ground and then just cook it and eat it. No, there's a difference. We just see the regular dog as a pet in a daily life, but you just go to a restaurant, there's a meat there, and then we know that that's a dog meat, but we never seen dog get slaughtered or anything or meat itself. They're selling in the store.
Right.
You never do that.
Okay.
It's only selling in the restaurant.
Right. Mm-hmm. And they probably only eat dogs if they're well fed. They're not going to eat a hungry dog because then it's not going to taste good.
Yeah, they breed the dog, so they feed the dog.
Yeah. Pigs get fat, pigs get slaughtered.
Exactly.
Which brings us back to being hungry is good for you.
So you're almost there, bro.
Yeah. For real.
It's getting there.
Oh my God. Every once in a while you get a reminder that you're fat, and one of those reminders is when you sit on a plane for 5 hours, because it's a long flight to Vancouver,
right.
And I had a belt on. Oh my God. At the end of that flight, I just had a huge imprint of a belt in my belly,
What do you mean?
Because the belt's just digging into my fucking fat belly.
Why didn't you unlock it?
Unlock my belt? I should have. I'm talking about my belt here, not seat belt, a belt on my.
Yeah, your belt.
Yeah. I shouldn't have worn a belt on the plane.
Or just wearing.
Or I should just not be fat. I think that's the real plan.
Did you wear jeans?
Don't wear the belt.
Yeah.
Did you wear jeans?
I need. I'm gonna keep wearing the belt. I need the reminder. I wore jeans, and I wore jeans because I flew Flair Air, and Flair Air. I have no carry-on, so I can only bring one personal item, a backpack, and they make the backpack has to fit in this smallest little sliver. All it has to do is really fit under the seat, but at the gate, they're like, no, your bag has to fit in this little fucking 3-inch hole that we're going to give you. And then I'm like, okay, so I have to take everything out of my bag and wear it now.
I did.
So I was wearing 3 sweaters, a jacket.
Exactly.
And I only brought 2 pairs of pants, but one was jeans, and then one was a thinner cargo pant, and those ones I could fit in my bag. Anyways,
spend some more money, bro.
I had to fucking shove it in there. Spend some more money. Yeah, I have to make some more money first.
I mean, make some more money first, but
yeah,
spend some more money so that it gives you, the feelings, motivation. When you're lack of something, you keep lacking of something. But when you spend and you feel good about it, you're like, oh, fuck, this time we didn't make money, but I feel good about myself. I treat myself.
No, man, I don't think I don't like that at all. Really? You're saying treat yourself to things that you don't deserve yet.
Why you don't deserve? This is a business trip.
It's a vision.
How many people went together?
3.
Then why don't one person buy a baggage and the baggage can fit everything?
Both those guys brought bag. I'm the only one that didn't bring a bag.
What do you mean?
Both those guys brought bags and paid for bags.
Oh, they edited it.
They added it. Yeah.
You mean carry-on?
Yeah. And then they asked me, "Do you want to add a bag for $55?" And I said, "No, I'd rather die than do that."
$55.
I said no because I'm hungry.
$55 is 4 tickets.
4 tickets to what?
Back and forth, 4 tickets. You sell 4 more tickets.
You
can
at the show.
Yeah.
Not even 3. $25 a pop.
So 5 tickets.
Yeah. And on Flair Air, they don't even give you free water.
Oh.
They're coming through the aisle. They said, "Do you want anything? Do you want to buy any snacks or drink?" I said, "Can I just have water?" They're like, "Not for free." So then I'm like, "Okay, can I just have a napkin?" And I didn't even have anything to wipe the napkin up. I just wanted something for free. So I just said, "Give me as many. Give me 8 napkins. I'm gonna just start eating it in front of you. I'm just gonna eat my napkin."
Oh, that's crazy.
I didn't actually eat my napkin, but I did ask for a napkin just to have something.
Just to get something.
Just to get something.
So Flair was the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to what Bongun is saying, if you keep having
broke mindset?
Yeah, if you have a broke mindset, you're gonna stay broke.
Exactly.
But if you do some rich people stuff,
I don't know.
I actually don't know if that's
It's not even rich
true.
people stuff. It's $110. you spend it.
Yeah.
And next time, like you think of it more harder, okay, to make more money. And I got to spend this money. And then travel wasn't that comfortable. So I got to spend this money on this. So how many tickets I got to sell? Okay, I got to sell this much ticket. Then what I got to do? I got to make more social media followers than just doing the tour first. So that aligns together. Well, you are learning from the spending more money. But that's a lesson fee that you cannot avoid.
I spent money in other places.
Huh?
I just didn't spend money on bringing it back. I spent money on having fun there, played mini golf.
See, those things are unnecessary.
I think having an extra bag is unnecessary. Played mini golf.
Yeah.
Played
Well,
5-pin
whatever-
bowling. We
what-
actually had like a little Olympics. Between the
Exactly,
three
that's
of us.
unnecessary.
I think that's. I would rather play 6 different activities with my boys than bring a bag.
But you don't have money.
But I'm saying the options are.
The money you spend on the airplane is a business money. And then that money is unnecessary. You're out of work and then you go to mini golf.
Yeah.
It's like
We have 10 hours to kill before the show. So we played.
you can do it without spending money. Walk around, see the town. Mini golf you can do it when you come back.
No regrets on that one, man.
Oh,
we played.
man.
We played 8 different sports or different little
You
activities.
did like an octathlon
We
or
did
whatever.
so. We did all these Olympics, and I got off to a slow start. I came in second place on the first 3 things we did: mini golf, frisbee golf,
Ooh, I'd smash at frisbee golf.
5-pin bowling. You're good at frisbee golf?
But you gotta spend money on that?
5-pin bowling and mini golf we did. Frisbee golf we played for free. It was just an open course.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And then darts,
Where'd you get the frisbees from?
dollar store. And this
Oh.
guy came up to us on the course, and he's like,
He's like, what are you doing?
he's like, we have a driver, a putter.
I know.
I was like, yeah, we're using ones from the dollar store.
Oh my gosh.
So that one we didn't even get to finish the game because we had to go to the show. We didn't even get to finish it. But I lost by 2 strokes in that. I lost the bowling. I got off to such a hot start. I was spinning the ball like when in regular bowling I can't spin the ball. 5-pin bowling, I was fucking giving it a nice
It's
spin.
a smaller ball, right?
Smaller ball and only 5 pins. And then we played skee ball, which I won. Hardest punch, I won, and basketball, I won. So it ended up I won 3 games. Himansu won 2, and Dave Luca won 3 games. So we tied for the Olympics. But unofficial event that I think I won, or I know I won, is I can piss faster than anyone. These guys got nervous bladders. I was just there pissing, no problem. Guys, some guys stand at the urinal for a minute and a half. I just go there. As soon as I fucking pull my dick out, I'm already pissing. I almost got it on myself. That's how quick I start pissing.
I saw that.
You saw how quick I can piss?
Yeah.
Where'd you see me pissing?
No, we are on a tour, bro.
Yeah, I'm a good pisser.
Yeah. He pissed a lot.
Yeah, because I've gone to concerts where they have like the big outdoor festivals like Osheaga, and there's some guys that because you're just pissing outside like at like a big urinal thing, but it's like outside. So some guys nervous bladder, like it takes them a while to like get the piss going, and I'm out there. As soon as I pull my dick out, I'm pissing, and I'm just looking at these guys like, you guys are fucking pussies. You can't piss like me.
Damn.
I come back to my group. People are cheering me on. No one can piss like you, James. You're the king of piss. There's guys there that have been there before I got there and are still there after I got there. I've already taken my piss and I'm back to
Really?
the party. Yeah,
You're just pushing it out. But you used to work out. That's why.
that's why I can piss so good.
Yeah, because you have a good core.
Oh shit! I got core under this fat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's deep. It's deep in the mud, but it's there. But yeah. Anyways, this
Deep
trip.
in the mud, deep in the belly, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling my belly mud. It's just a big layer of mud on top of a beautiful core. The core of the earth. One other thing I want to talk about before we get into our last 2 segments. This is some new Pdiddy news. What a trial. This trial, I would love to be at this trial. Have you been following along with any of this Pdiddy stuff?
No,
Okay, so
it's too much.
one of the recently headline was Pdiddy is accused of dressing up as a Muslim woman to watch Cassie get fucked at the freak offs.
What?
Yeah, like so, but it doesn't make sense because what that costume is really going to stand out at the freak off. There's just one person in a full hijab, the one that covers the eyes too. What's that called? A niqab or not a kebab?
Burqa.
A burqa. The burqa, full burqa, just his eyes out, pretending to be a Muslim lady watching a freak
burqa
off.
or hijab.
The one that
Burqa
covers
everything.
Okay,
Hijab
burqa.
is just
the
disgusting.
headline just said Pdiddy accused of dressing up as a Muslim woman to watch Cassie get fucked at the freak off.
He gets fucked.
Man, I know you don't speak good English, but you got to learn to hear good English a little better, yo. He watched his girlfriend, maybe wife, I don't know if they ever got married, but because he would have these sex parties and he would want her to have sex with a woman. It's not like he was like, don't fuck anyone else. He's like, I want you to get fucked. But he wanted her to get fucked without her knowing that he's in the room. So he just wear a full burqa.
He wears the burqa. That's crazy.
He wore a burqa, thinking no one's gonna. No,
This
people.
is 6 foot Muslim woman.
People are like, yeah,
in the corner.
oh yeah. She's here for fun.
Like a ninja.
Yeah, like a ninja.
Wow. I heard that P. Diddy has a small penis.
Really?
Yeah, very small, like a Skittle.
I think I heard it's massive.
Huh? No.
Like a.
No, look at the article. The accused of a small penis.
He got accused of having a small penis.
Tito's or total? Like some
Tic Tac?
candy.
Tic Tac.
Not Tic Tac.
Oh, Tootsie Roll.
Totiro, yes.
Tootsie Roll. They have small Tootsie Rolls and big Tootsie Rolls, so that doesn't necessarily mean some
She
Tootsie
said
Rolls are long
small
but
Tootsie
thin.
Roll.
How do you know they said a small Tootsie Roll?
Yeah, there's like the graphic there.
The graphic, yeah, the picture. I don't know. P. Diddy's accused of a lot of things. I don't know if he's accused of having a small penis. But some of the stuff that they're bringing up in court, it's like, what is this? What's the crime there? Can you not dress up as a Muslim woman at a freak off anymore? Like, why is that even part of the crime?
It's the court of public opinion.
Is that like he's a mentality that
I think he's going to get off. From everything I'm hearing so far in court, like, it sounds like the only thing he's guilty of is like being a little weird, but like not criminal shit. But you never know. Sometimes they throw up all this stuff, and then at the end they're gonna be like, and that's why if you put all these things together and they do a bunch of callbacks to everything they brought up with the case, they're like, and that's why he's connected with the mafia and he's a sex criminal. You know, like so that it could all be building up to that.
right.
And this show has all been building up to the animal fun fact of the day. Make the noise of your favorite animal.
Keep going. Keep going. Oh, yeah.
All right, animal fun fact of the day from Yahoo.com.
Yahoo's loading.
Yahoo's loading.
But
And
I do have a fun fact.
all right, let's hear it.
Elk have 2 large teeth in their upper jaw called ivories. Ivory whistles. What? Whistlers or bugglers?
This is the least fun fact we've
I
ever
know. Well, Yahoo is not loading. I couldn't get to Yahoo on time. That's why I said.
Crazy.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Elk have, it's just telling us the name of elk's 2 teeth.
Teeth. Hold on.
What do they do? Are they made of ivory?
Okay,
thought-
now this is why you gotta go to Yahoo.
I
Just
thought
regular
you-
animal facts, you don't get anything. Cool.
Right. This is why you got to go to yahoo.com.
I thought he was a high or something. Ivory burglar whistler.
Okay.
Ebony and ivory meet together in elk's mouth finally. All right, let's hear it.
I was gonna give you another teeth one, but I'll.
Give us another teeth one.
Okay.
Let's sink our teeth into it.
The adult platypus has no teeth, so when it catches its prey, it stores it in its bill along with little bits of gravel. It then submerges and uses the gravel to mash up its food until it's pliable enough to swallow.
Damn. Did you get that at all?
No.
Platypus is a bird, right?
Oh,
No.
What is a platypus? What is a platypus? It's not a bird. It has a beak.
platypus.
Yeah, platypus is like
Like
a
a duck.
beaver.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
And doesn't have a teeth?
But it has
No,
it
it has a duck bill.
it's a duck beaver.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not a bird.
Okay, it's a duck
He
beaver.
said it was a bird. Oh, that's one of the characters in the
Phineas and Ferb.
No.
Oh.
The
How to Train Your Dragon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like a side duck.
Side dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's part duck.
Yeah, but this is not a duck. This
But
is not
you
a bird.
You can understand why I thought so. Though.
But it does lay eggs, so maybe it is a bird.
Maybe it's a little bit of a bird.
Oh, eggs? That's a bird.
And so he
But
was
it's a
saying
mammal.
that they have a beak that no teeth. So to make their, instead of having teeth to chew their food, they put gravel in their mouth and they just crush it with the gravel so that it works down the food so they can swallow it. Do you swallow? How do you swallow, Bongun? Oh, gay. All right, last segment on the show. We open up to a random page in the Bible and we find out what God has in store for us. Did you grow up religious?
God damn.
Did you grow up religious?
Yeah.
What kind?
Christian in the beginning, and then got into the Buddhism, and then Catholic, and then now nothing.
Nice. What a journey you've been on. So you don't believe in God?
I believe in God. I'm connected to God directly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Jonah, chapter 4.
Jonas Brothers?
Jonah.
Oh.
No, not Jonas. Jonah's angers, God's reproof. But this was greatly displeasing to Jonah, and he became angry. I beseech you, Lord, he prayed. Is not this what I said while I was still in my own country? This is why I fled at first to Tarshish. I knew that you are a gracious and merciful God, slow to anger, rich in clemency, loath to punish. And now, Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live.
Damn.
Now, I don't know if that applies to anything we talked about today, but you did leave your own country.
Yeah.
You came here for a better life,
Yeah.
right? And I think you found that it's better to live than die. And that's why you don't believe in God anymore.
What?
No, I was trying to tie it into the episode somehow.
You started and made a conclusion all by yourself.
Yeah. What's your conclusion after hearing that?
Oh no.
Yeah, I knew that. I could have guessed that.
I mean, live and then die?
No.
Better live than die.
Like this guy, basically, he's asking God to take his life because it's better to die than to live. That's what he's saying.
No, because he's like suffering from the moments of the agony. You know?
Yeah, he's
There's
saying that
always way to go through.
the city that he ended up in was so shitty
You know, just
that he'd rather die than be there anymore. That's what he said to God. But God said to him, God said, have you reason to be angry? Jonah then left the city for a place to the east of it, where he built himself a hut and waited under it in the shade to see what would happen to the city. And when the Lord God provided a gourd plant that grew over Jonah's head, giving shade that relieved him of any discomfort, Jonah was very happy. Sometimes you just need a little shade. Sometimes you're fucking feeling hot and angry, and God just gives you a plant, gives you a little shade.
Exactly.
You were talking about patience earlier, and he was patient enough for the tree to grow a gourd to cure his ailments.
He asked God to kill him, and God was like, what are you so angry about? Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Goes to the next spot, finds some shade. All of a sudden, life's not that bad. He was just
Exactly.
hot.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's what we learned today on Uncut Jams. Bongun, do you have anything to promote?
I have a shows coming in the city.
What date?
August 9th.
August 9th.
August 9th, Toronto. But July, around, we're still planning the dates. And then we're organizing right now. But from the July 1st, like beginning of July, we have St. Catherine. Oh, St. Catherine is August. Sault Ste. Marie?
Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste. Marie.
No, I
yes.
call it Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah,
Sault Ste. Marie, yeah.
Sault Ste. Marie. as a beginning of a thing, and then we have a Thunder Bay, July 14th.
Awesome.
July 12th, yes, actually.
Those are fun cities. I like doing shows there.
Yeah.
Both. Every time I've done a show in Sault Ste. Marie, it sells out.
Sells out?
Sells out, yeah.
We gotta put your face on the poster.
You need
Well,
one.
you're not there actually.
I don't know if that's why it sells out, but maybe it is. No, like what we were saying before, like about how some of these places just don't want to see immigrants.
It's
Sometimes they
different.
just want to see one nice white face that they can say, hey,
Exactly.
white guys are still allowed to talk into microphones? I better go see this thing. And you can hear me talking into a microphone every week on Uncut Jams. Check me out at James. Come on now. Dante, shout your shit out.
You could follow me online at Dante, CheZDANTE. Follow your boy.
Peace.
Real bad man.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.